All right, I have the clock face here. I'm going to look at um, adding some more text to the front of this. So I'm here in manufacture. I'm going to go back to design. All right, I'm going to right click on this surface and create a sketch and get those sketch tools. And I'm going to create an arc. And I want that arc to be a center point arc. I'm going to click in the center and I want to come out at least 1.5 inches. And I'm going to sweep that arc around half a circle. Alright, now I want to create text. The type of text I want to create is text on a path. And it asks me what path, and I'm going to select this arc. And then I'm going to type sample text. I'm going to put my name in there. Now, I can't have anything be inside this circle, or the tooling will run into part of the mount when this is in the mill. So I'm going to place the text below the path. Let's see if I can get this centered. Align to center does a decent job. We can see that the text is too big. We could always mill it this way. It'll just interfere with the numbers. I'm going to try a text height of 0.2, 0.25. That looks pretty good. And what if we change up and use a different typeface? What about this fancy one? There, that looks fairly nice. And I'll click OK and finish the sketch. So now I have this fancy name on here. I can go back to manufacture, and under setup front I can come in and add another engrave, or I can just edit this engrave, and here on this second tab under contour selection I can come in and select that text and click OK. And now it'll regenerate this. However, that's not actually what I want. I'm going to likely use canned programming to create, to mill the clock faces, not your individual programming. That way I reduce the chance that a student error will cause problems on the mill. So I'm going to edit this, and here I'm going to deselect that and click OK. We'll go back to exactly what we had before. I'm going to right click on this front setup and say duplicate. Now I have setup front 2. I'm going to select that, come up here, do an engrave. It's using the correct bit, and I'll select that text. Okay. Now, it duplicated this setup and the operations under it. I'm going to select the first 3 operations that I don't want and delete them. And now this setup just has this engraving. I can right click and simulate that. Press play. There, and watch it do that engraving. Everything looks good. And I can post-process this. Let's call this clock face front additional text. make sure the Post to Fusion Team is checked, and you know where to take it from here. I'm just going to cancel out of this for now. And that's how you would create extra text on your clock face and create a separate NC file for that. But please remember that your text needs to be outside of this 3-inch diameter circle, or we'll run the tool into the plate that sits on top of the clock face when we bolt the clock face to the fixture.